is Jocelyn, this is Hershey, and today we'll be learning restraints. There are three main categories of restraints. There is a physical restraint, there's a chemical restraint, and there is a vocal restraint. The first and basic restraint is the halter and lead rope. Now, there are a couple of different types of halters. He has on a leather halter. There's also a rope halter in which has different pressure points throughout the nose, which is a little bit stronger than a normal leather halter, but for now, we're just going to go with the leather halter. And how we want it to fit is we want it to fit nice and right behind the ears on the pole. And then we want it up on the nose bone just a little bit, for everyday wear, we want it a little looser in the jawline, but not super loose. But if you're going into like shows or something like that, you'd want to make it a little tighter. Now, some people do have their rope a little looser, which hits on the noseband, which is a little more rougher, but for an average horse, you just kind of want it sitting up higher on the noseband. The next step up from just a halter and lead rope is a chain over the nose. Now, when we're putting it on, you want to be kind of quiet with it, because if it's especially your first time putting a chain on a horse, they may not react what we think they should. So you want to feed it through this first one, go up diagonal cross over the noseband, in through the second one, and then you want to clip it over here to the off side. Now, when you clip it, you want to make sure that the clip part is facing out so it doesn't touch the face. The next step up from the chain over the nose is a chain in the lip. Now, how we do this is we want to get it through this first one, again, being quiet with your chain. You kind of can let it sag down below the chin just as we're fixing this. And then you want to connect it here. And the same deal, you want that pointy end or the clip end facing out. And then you want to give it as much feed as you can. And put your pinky on the outside and get ready to pull tight. Kind of warm them and then put it on. Now, an important thing to remember when you're putting it on is that you want all those chain links flat, because that can cause damage to the lip, and then just pull tight. The next thing that we can use if you don't have a chain or don't want to use a chain is a lip twine. Now, with the lip twine, you want to have a little loop on one end, and you can use anything from baling twine to a tie back, whatever string you really have available. And on the off side, you want to put through and then through that little loop. Make it nice and tight. And then same deal like you did with the chain, you want to kind of let it sag on the bottom, put it through this one, and then you take it, leaving that pinky out, and get ready to hold tight, and then you just pull like that. The next thing we're going to teach you is the lip twitch. Now, there are three different types of twitches. There's a humane twitch, and then there's a twitch like this, and you can put either a chain or rope or whatever you feel like fits you and your horse best. A key thing when putting this on is making sure that you have communication with both your handler and whoever else is involved, because you never want to let go of this twitch when you have it on. So for today, I'm going to have my handler come on the same side as me. You always want your handler on the same side as you, just so that way nothing can hit or happen without you guys both being prepared to do it. And then when you have your twitch, you want to put your hand like you were with the others, and you want to grab a nice chunk of lip. Now, when you do it, you want to keep it under your underarm and twist, 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 keeping it under your underarm. Like that. Now, a couple things with the twitch is that you want to make sure that you and your handler both know when you're going to let go and untwist it. And also timing is a big thing. So typically to put it on, it'll take about maybe 10 seconds for it to really set in and be okay. And then you have about 8 to 10 minutes before you want to release that, before they get to that 15 minutes of flow state. The next way of restraint is a shoulder roll. Now with the shoulder roll, you want to keep in mind your fingernails. You want to clip them before you touch them, because that could really hurt when you pull. And what you want to do is kind of in the area where you give a skin pinch test, in that little triangle area, actually a little below. And you grab a nice chunk of skin, you kind of just twist in, like so. Now, this last one we call is a leg lift. Leg lift should be done on the same side as the leg you're trying to work on and the front leg. So let's say someone's trying to work on that back left leg. You want to hold up this front left leg. And how to do so is you just grab it like you're going to pick the hoof, but instead of just holding it like this, you want to lock your hands together and get really close and hold it up. Another restraint method is through vocal cues. If you have a lower tone and a deeper lower tone, that can sometimes get the horse to quiet down. If you start yelling super high, that could rile the horse up. So the best option for that is to kind of make a growling noise with a low, deep voice to get them to stop something. Method of restraint is through chemical. You can do ACE, which you would want about 1 to 4 cc's, and if you do IV, you would want to wait about 10 minutes before you start doing whatever you're trying to do. So, and then for dorm, you would want about 1/4 to 1/2 cc, and same deal IV and IM. And lastly, you can do rompin', which is 1 to 4 cc's, and same with IV and IM.